Jagger, put you up here against Jake just to kind of, visualize some of the things we're talking about. Now, first off, he's a second year 12. You're a first year, so he's got more experience. He's a little better right now. I'm not putting this up here to say how come you're not doing what he's doing, but just to give you, a visual of some of the things we were looking to change, to be more like him. All right, so let's check it out. A little far away here, but you can kind of see how, you're leaning in, and he's got some angles. I think you're going to zoom in right here. So we're talking about upper and lower body separation, right? You can see how he's got that going on, and you're like this. So we need to develop that. We've been talking to you about your hands are just held way too high, and particularly the one you're clearing with, right? I mean, you're clearing at eye level, right? Look at Jake. So as soon as you clear at eye level there with your outside hand, what happens? Well, you tend to lean in. You tend to have inside shoulder lower than outside because you raise the outside hand so much. So we're asking you, to lower that and clear lower, right? Just aim lower on the pole. It's going to help you, have that outside shoulder a little lower than inside. Get level. Get on the inside's key. Hopefully, get some angles, right? See him come through, and a little pole tap. Wasn't a big one, and yours is kind of late, right? So you got a pole plant immediately. Helps you get recentered, rebalanced, move to the new ski. So, that's your typical, skiing position with, kind of the chicken wing and hands really high. And we just want them to be lower, right? Like Jake. All right? No reason to have them up like that with elbows way out to the side. We're trying to get you to extend the hands a little more forward and lower when you free ski and on the race course. Right? We also need to use a little more ankles and knees, like Jake is, right? You just sort of kind of lean in, and you can see it. I can draw the lines. I don't think I need to, but right. And Jake's got a pole plant pretty much, immediately, and you don't really have one. Number two, you can kind of see how, he's not all bent over at the waist. It's something we've been talking about, with you all year, and it's not so apparent right there in that picture, but you will see it from time to time here. You tend to get really bent over. All right. Stuck a pole plant in there, which is better. He didn't do it. All right. Again, just another thing is, let's just take a look at, he's hitting the gate with skis sort of, heading off of the next apex area where he wants to turn a little bit better than you. He could have more shape there too, but look at you. You're hitting that gate there, and, skis are going where? This way still. Want them a little bit that way, right? So you got to give yourself more room above. He gave himself just a little more room up there. Was able to intersect rise line with the skis pointing out and away as we talked to bring a little turn shape back. Right? And yours are pointing out and away, just no space above. It just looks like you're more interested in trying to hit the gate, turn later. Hairpin, we've already discussed with you that, this is all new to you. Tall poles are new, so you need to cross block the exit, but and come out with direction. You can see Jake here, pretty well balanced. He cross blocked out, coming out with direction. Notice you're kind of, a little fighting in here, but And again, you get that outside hand, even though you're not clearing, just way up, right? In that chicken wing, that bent elbow. Right? We got to drive that outside hand down lower, out over the downhill ski, if you want to think about it. And again, you can see that the bent elbow, and you're just going to reach for this thing. I don't think I need to draw the lines. Yeah, and, I think, Jake also needed probably a little more direction when, hitting this gate, but you need even more, and you're on the inside ski. You can see yourself sort of scissoring there, making this turn on the inside ski. Jake looks pretty well in balance, balanced over the outside ski. You can see a little bend in it, right? You're obviously, I'll draw the line. You're obviously like that, right? Ankles and knees first, and move the hip into the inside as you get going fast and need it. We can see where you're clearing relative to him, right? This is more at chest height. You're at head or eye height, and you're dropping that inside hand and just leaning in. You can see inside shoulder lower than his, lower than your inside shoulder lower than your outside. His is pretty level. Need level shoulders. We need zipper down the hill. Again, we see him hitting the gate with some direction, and you're obviously don't have enough turn above the gate, so you're going to fight the low line. Right. He got himself out to rise line, was patient. Intersect rise line, the skis pointing out and away, brought some shape back. Not all bent over at the waist, clearing comfortably at the chest. You're bent over at the waist. Not real patient. Starting that turn now, kind of too early. Oops. And I'm just going to reach for it with a big high clear. Hairpins, flushes, you're just starting off in tall poles, so we don't really get too concerned about that right now. But, we do want to, like he did, while we're doing this. You came in, you crossblock the top, which is fine. Obviously, feet that close together, it's going to be really hard to really pressure the outside ski, I will say that. But he's going to clear like you, right? He's going to use one arm. Inside arm clear the next. But again, you just, you went too wide, so you're not near them, which is, it's okay. Overturn there and then came back and kind of overturned. But one arm, you can see how Jake is. Just look at him right now. One arm in, inside arm clear, cross block out the exit. Coming out with direction. They're reaching over, just sort of causes some rotation. Right? So we need what? We need to make sure we're giving ourselves more room. Turn above the gate, right? We need to lower the hands. Try to clear lower on the pole. Can't be all bent over like that, right? You need to have level shoulders. That's something we've been talking about, level hips. Hips don't lie, and those aren't level, right? So I hope this helps seeing. Let's visualize him in your skiing. Let's see if we can change it.